Hey everybody, it's Dean Philpott here again, author of Stop Wishing, Start Winning, and thank you very much for joining us. Happy Friday to you. I just got off the phone with my sister and she just said, you know Dean, today I'd like for you to talk about something that's really important to a lot of people, and it's called the art of listening. What a skill to obtain. If we're going to live meaningful relationships and live in a wonderful communicative world where we actually get to understand people, we're going to have to listen to people. Now you see, you hear with your ears, but you listen with your heart. Now that was a strange concept when I heard about that a couple years ago, and I was told of a little exercise, and it's called listening with the cat and mouse theory. Well, how do you tie a cat and a mouse into this kind of a theory? Well, if you picture a pussycat sitting outside of a mouse hole, and he knows that there's a mouse sitting in that hole, and he's waiting for the mouse to come out, guess what pussycat is doing? There is nothing. You could jackhammer a hole behind that cat and he will not move till he sees that mouse. Intense focus and willpower on the hole because there's a mouse there. I'm asking you and suggesting that we might want to start listening to people with the same intensity. You see, when we start listening to people, we actually start understanding what's going on. More often than not, we live in such a busy world where we have all these thoughts just racing around in our head, and if we don't get control of the listening skill, we actually don't hear the person. You can ask them all kinds of questions, and if you're not listening, it doesn't matter. They're not being heard. So I'm going to suggest the little cat and mouse theory this week as you go about your world. And remember about the whole, you listen with your heart, but you only hear with your ears. So let's start listening with our heart. Breathe it in what they're talking about so you can be a really good communicator. Listening with your heart. What a special thing, especially when you're dealing with your family. Imagine hearing everything that your family has to say to you. And then take that skill as well and bring it into your business, because guess what? You'll never have to write another thing down again, because if you hear with your heart, don't have to worry about writing it down. You got it. And remember one little tip as well, as we're going around this whole listening business. You can't listen with this thing open. So sometimes you got to zip it up, just listen, and let your friend or whoever is in the room be heard and listen to them. So thank you very much. Enjoy this little exercise, and please keep the comments coming in. We are just having a blast with everybody's comments. So thank you very much, and enjoy listening from your heart next week.